Tiny community of artists who want to cast in iron. It's all Wes's fault. He was invited by Pam Brown at the Museum of Steel Sculpture. All of a sudden I found he was pouring molten metal. I thought, this is amazing, I've got to do this again. So then the next year, he went again and I tagged along.
What we really like is to have that excitement and amazingness about something, to then develop that feeling and emotion into making a piece of sculpture or art.
So we said, yeah, okay, we can do that, let's do it. Let's run a workshop where we build a furnace and teach people how to make moulds. Pour the iron into the moulds at the end of the week. Maybe a few people can come and watch, we see what happens. Nearly all American universities that have sculpture departments do iron casting, but there's only maybe 2 universities and colleges in the UK that do it. So we're trying to return to very basic and primitive mould making methods, so that are low impact environmentally. And we thought people might want to do one main way of making a mould and then try a second one, but most people have done all 3. There's some hungry artists out there.
I'm casting about 5 pieces. So most of the work I'm doing is experimental. It's about thinking about the processes and how far you can go. And I suppose one of the things about iron, if there is a real cost element involved. Having moulds made is very labour intensive. It's something you do maybe when you have a commission or somebody else is paying for it.
The actual iron pour itself, that's the magic. There's this amazing flowing choreography between the furnace, the people and this molten metal, which is like gold. You know, the centre of the earth is made out of this.
Don't try too much.
Each pause had its own personality, and somehow we've arrived at the 5th international one already.
Evening after the pour is a bit like Christmas Eve, because what you really want to do is get under the tree and open them. So there's a huge anticipation, because you never quite know, you never know if it's worked. And sometimes it exceeds all your expectations.
Some of the materials that we needed in order to run this workshop are really hard to get hold of. We needed to get funding in order to keep the cost at such a price that artists could afford to actually come and do the workshop. It might take another year to be able to, but it's a kind of energy that you can't get from anything else.
To express myself through making, and that for me is my language.